Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And as you can see, I already have the cards on the table, and that's because as I was happily recording this reading, my camera stopped. Don't know why, but I'm going to start it again and leaving the cards as they are. I have just got to the underlying energy there with the Storyteller's Tarot, and what I am reading on today is two stories from Lady C from her YouTube channel a couple of days ago. And the first one, according to Lady C, is that the Parkles are blaming Prince William for all of their woes. And she explained at some length that they have decided that all their problems emanate from Prince William and that they plan to make sure Prince William is put in his place. It resonated for me, and that's why I'm sticking with these cards as they are on the table, because that's rather in the tones of explain yourself, as Harry allegedly said to Dr. Sophie Chanduka over the Centre Barley scandal. And Lady C claims that Harry and Meghan are planning to use judicial review and the media basically to take Prince William down. And we know that Harry is a rather expert in judicial review proceedings now, having taken them against the British government in that security case. And of course, they do like to use the media to brief against people that they don't like, particularly Prince William, in my opinion. And they are claiming, they're telling people, they're excusing their failures by telling people that Prince William is the one that leaked the bullying claims, and Prince William is behind the whole Centre Barley debacle, and this is because he's jealous of their happy marriage and their freedom and fun-loving lifestyle in California, basically. It's an interesting story. We're going to have to do all the allegedlys and remind you this is tarot for fun and entertainment and all my opinion and all speculation, and I just read energy on these stories, these claims that Lady C is making, for instance, today in these readings, and disclaimer in the box below. But it's interesting. I think that behind this is pure panic. We've heard in recent days about possible paths that Prince William could take to take away Prince Andrew's titles, and including his status as prince, and boot him out of Royal Lodge, and also speculation he might use the same strategies to deal with the Parkle problem. So I think a bit of a panic going on there, try and undermine him, threaten with judicial review if he does get Parliament involved and they do start passing legislation to take away titles and do things like that. And of course a media campaign against Prince William, a nice threat there as well. This is all what Lady C had to say. So we've got a Celtic cross on the tarot table. As you can see, we're looking at it from Harry and Meghan's perspective, their view of Prince William. And I think this is the one thing that would unite Harry and Meghan, is their joint hatred and resentment of Prince William and fear of what fate holds for them when he finally becomes king. So we have as the underlying energy, and this is as far as I'd got before things conked in, the camera conked in, the Judgment card, and it's in reverse. And the Judgment card is of course all about wising up to a situation, having a kind of an awakening, a returning as well. It's coming back, it's a comeback energy, and it's in reverse. And this is being blocking Harry and Meghan from returning to the royal fold. The second coming energy is inherent in the Judgment card, in tarot just generally, and this is blockage energy of that. It also forgiveness and mercy and things like that, and it's in reverse. Unforgivable. Whatever Harry and Meghan have done from Prince William's perspective is unforgivable. He will not allow them back. He will not forgive them. It's also, of course, an error of judgment that would be them, Harry and Meghan, their mistaken perspective on things. They're failing to wake up to the truth of their behavior and their situation. It's a big, big, big card. And as I say that, Tess is looking at me with a big, big eyes. Worried, very worried. So situation, Harry and Meghan are facing now with Prince William. And we have the Nine of Hearts in reverse, that's the Nine of Cups. And it's in reverse. This is the wish fulfillment card, the dream come true card. It's in reverse. Not getting what you want. Perhaps also drowning sorrows with that Nine of Cups. I always get the sense with the Nine of Cups, particularly in reverse, that there is a lot of drowning sorrows going on there. Things haven't worked out for Harry and Meghan the way they imagined that they would. And they're not going to be the ones who are going to do a bit of self-examination and point the finger of blame at themselves, which would be the Judgment card upright, and taking some accountability for the way things have gone. Oh no, let's blame Prince William for the way our dreams have turned to ashes, basically. So what in particular is the problem that they are fearing or facing with Prince William? According to Lady C, we have put the allegedly sign on. What's the problem? And the problem, it's the Seven of Spikes, which is Seven of Swords. It's the Wrongdoing card of the tarot. It's the Megxit card for me, disappearing rather in a rather cowardly way, running away from your duties, taking things that aren't really yours to take as well, your titles, your honours, your patronages, your popularity, anything like that can be included in that card. Their wrongdoing. And there are, of course, other rumoured wrongdoings that we have covered ad nauseam in this channel, and many other YouTubers and commentators have covered as well. So we won't go into those, but I'm sure you all can list any number of alleged wrongdoings that Harry and Meghan might have participated in, jointly or singly. And being found out, if that is the problem, the challenge, the worry with Prince William, is that Prince William knows, and Prince William is not going to forgive. Judgment card in reverse, and he's not going to let them get away with it. He's not going to let them sneak back. No. So what's at the root of this decision to blame Prince William down here? What long shadow is being cast from the subconscious? And we've got the King of Scepters, that's the King of Wands, and it's in reverse. Interesting card, because I think it's Harry and Meghan's energy jointly, and it's showing up as a centaur in this particular tarot, half man, half beast. And Sagittarius, of course, is that energy. It's a double sign, and it's about Harry and Meghan and their need for glory, their need to dominate and to be praised and loved and the center of attention and leadership. That's the thing that they both want. She normally comes through as Queen of Wands, which is her natural habitat. Harry normally comes through as Knight of Wands, but stick them together in a card, and I'm reading on them jointly in this one particular reading because I feel that I can still get a collective energy from them in this one context. And they arrive at king status because they both really wanted to be king. They don't want William to be king. And Prince William shows up quite often now as the King of Wands in my readings. And that's the king in waiting who's going to revitalize the monarchy and lead people in a new and more positive direction. I feel I get that energy consistently from him. Very recently did a reading on that, and it was quite a positive and encouraging reading, I felt anyway. And there it is. They're very threatened by this. They're very resentful of the fact that he is going to be what they both want to be. They really, really want that, and they really resent that. That is, of course, an energy reading and a personal opinion of mine. So what is their goal now with these, I think, threats maybe that are being articulated now, interestingly, through the vehicle of Lady C. And we have the Devil card, Vice, and it's in reverse. That's their goal. It tells me that they are, and I'm going to get a complicated energy from this devil card. You know how I love the devil card. It tells me so many things. It tells me, first of all, that they want to stop being represented as the devil energy, as toxic. And they want to shift that focus onto Prince William and Catherine. She was also mentioned in this Lady C tirade. That they want to vilify William and Catherine, shift the blame. What's that Davos thing that narcissists do? Deny, attack, reverse, victim and offender. I think that's what it stands for. It's Davos. It's giving me Davos energy. So that's the first level of energy in there, and it's a big, thick chunk of energy, but also in that devil card, Vice, as it's called in the Storyteller's Tarot, is the Princess of Wales, because she is Capricorn. And the devil, when it's not talking about devilish energy, is the major arcana for Capricorn. It's materialism. It's building the material structures of this world. That is what the devil represents, without the toxicity attached. And of course, Capricorn energy, they want to take her down. So I think that we can guess where the story is really coming from. This energy is really coming from someone who has an unhealthy obsession. And there we have the unhealthy obsession, quite vividly depicted on this card, with that Capricorn, with the Princess of Wales. So it's rather scary energy, this. And I haven't asked directly how dangerous is this sentiment that's coming allegedly from Montecito, but it's telling me this is dangerous energy without me having to ask. I'm being told this is dangerous, particularly for her. It's obsessive, it's denying own liability, own accountability, judgment in reverse, and trying to reframe it and blame someone else, and trying to blame someone who is actually blameless. Lady C did go on to remind about the Rose Hanbury rumours in the same tirade, which I wasn't going to mention, but I am going to mention now. And it's just all allegedly again and coming. This is a Lady C's story that I am testing energy wise through the medium of tarot. Let's look at the past and what might have happened in the past to trigger this degree of resentment and animosity and possibly even panic. And we've got the Queen of Sceptres, and we know who our Queen of Sceptres is. I talked about her already down here with the King of Sceptres. The Queen of Wands, in other words, Meghan's own energy. And the Queen of Wands is very aware of her own desirability. She does like to be the center of attention, especially when it comes to male energy. And I suspect that the cards are telling me basically that a lot of the problems that we are dealing with now have to do with the fact that the Queen of Sceptres expected to be better received by Prince William than she actually was. Shall we just put it like that, and you can read whatever you want into that wording that I have used. So let's move forward. I think we've discussed that energy quite a lot here, and I know it's discussed a lot all over the place. So let's move forward to what is going to happen. There was a threat of judicial review and using the media to put Prince William in his place. Are they contemplating actual legal action or a kind of press campaign to vilify Prince William and possibly Catherine as well? What's going on there? We saw it last year. We got the Fool. Fool is a fresh start. And it's a whole new plan of action that's been contemplated here. It's making me feel quite alarmed at an energetic level, seeing that card, because it's big, new. Old ways of dealing with this situation haven't worked. We know that because we've got the 9 of Hearts in reverse there. That did not work out the way they thought it was going to. Their dreams did not come true in California. And so let's blame Prince William. Let's start a new plan, a new campaign to take him down. Fresh energy, fresh ideas. They've got that fresh team, that PR team in place. Well, not really in place. I think they're hired, like contract workers. What's the word? Can't. Sort of gig economy. That kind of thing. But a whole big new strategy is being cooked up there. I think they really are all fired up now. All fired up because it's all William's fault. It couldn't possibly be their fault. The security thing, the bullying thing, the failure of Centre Bali, the failure of the Netflix deal, all of that, all William's fault. And so new PR team, new spin. I'm getting really it's going to be spin more than legal action, but they might have got the lawyers in on this as well because we have the judgment card in reverse, and that would be a rather flawed legal strategy also, just saying. But there is big stuff being cooked up there, in my opinion. At least anyway, in meetings and strategies and things like that. Risky. The fool is always at risk of making a mistake. So what is their view of Prince William, their attitude towards him directly? As a human, we got the 8 of Spikes in reverse, as the dragon has shown up. And that is, of course, the 8 of Swords in reverse. It's the trap card, the 8 of Swords, being stuck in a situation. And two things. They might be feeling that he is trying to figure a way out of a puzzle, a way out of a predicament, and going to lawyers, constitutional lawyers, getting Parliament involved, all of that kind of stuff, as was discussed in the Telegraph article a few days ago, of what possible avenues he could pursue, Prince William, to deal with the Andrew problem, but also the Harry problem. So that's Prince William trying to extricate himself from this rather nightmarish situation that he is in with these rather difficult family members, but also, I suppose, they are concerned. They really want to free themselves from whatever he is planning for them. If he's bluffing in the Telegraph, then they've got a counter bluff coming. You're not going to catch us. You're not going to trap us. You're not going to build this wall around us and hem us in. We are going to liberate ourselves. It's giving me like a chess game. That's going on with that 8 of Swords. It's very mental, it's very strategic, it's very, who's going to make the first move to try and extricate themselves from a problem? And if they do, the other one is going to immediately hem them in again. It's very chess, as far as I can tell. So, what pressure are they under from Prince William? What's making this whole thing, according to Lady C, allegedly, so dramatic? And we've got the Page of Coins. That is the student of the tarot, the Page of Coins, is somebody who is studying something. And if Prince William is going around as the Page of Coins and he's taking advice from people, he's saying, okay, what can I do? What powers do I have, or will I one day have, and who do I need to speak to, and what do I need to prepare and learn, and all of that kind of stuff. It's there. It's quite humble energy, and their problem, the root of all evil, shall we say, is that they're so arrogant, and that is the King of Scepters in reverse, and my opinion, of course. King of Scepters, very arrogant, very self-entitled, very demanding, not able to see things from other people's perspective, whereas over here you've got a Page of Coins, humble, learning, finding things out, being ready to absorb information, and okay, this is what I need to do. But it's also more than that, because the Page of Coins he negotiates. It's to do with contracts and deals. If Prince William is making deals behind the scenes, as Page of Coins, they are worried that those deals are going to affect their deals, like the Netflix deal and the rest of it. They do seem to think that he has the power behind the scenes to run interference in those kinds of business deals. And he probably does. You know, Harry, of course, knows exactly what level of influence the royals have, because the royals have done so much covering up for him in the past, allegedly, and put together deals for him to cover up those misdeeds in the past with very influential people. The deals mean that they've put together, not the misdeeds. So they know that there is a very quiet power. The Page of Coins is not a very impressive card on the face of it, but behind the scenes, networks, contacts, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours kind of a thing. And if Harry is turning around and blaming Meghan, and you promised me and you told me and all of this, and Meghan is deflecting Darvo and saying, no, it's all your brother's fault, he's doing this, Harry will believe it. So hopes and fears, that's my opinion, of course. Storytellers Tarot, this is painting me a story. Hopes and fears, Ten of Spikes, they fear the worst, the absolute worst. And I could get that energy, the panic of it in this reading right from the start. That's why I kept these cards on the table when the camera decided to click off all by itself. Ten of Spikes, Ten of Swords, it's ruin. It's the absolute failure of everything. It's backstabbing. It's the end of reputation. It's the end of the dream. It's disaster. It's terrible. It's a situation. It's so calamitous that you can't ever recover from it. It's finality. It's the last nail in the coffin. That's what they're really worried about. And Prince William does have the power, and will have the power. Relatively soon, I would say, personally, to actually really ruin them. And they fear it. They really do fear it. So outcome for them of this apparent panic, this decision to take it to him and have a go before he has a go. This is my interpretation of this Eight of Spikes down here. How's it going to go for them? And what is going to happen? It's not going to go well. Page of Hearts in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse. They're not going to win the battle for hearts and minds. And this is a battle for hearts and minds, really. I don't see them getting legal. It's going to be very hard for them to get legal. You can't sue Parliament. If Parliament passes legislation, you can't go and sue Prince William for that, or insist on judicial review proceedings. And that's my very vague knowledge of the law. But I can't see that, but I can see a full-on PR campaign against Prince William. And I noted just today that Travelist is featuring in something in Cape Town at the end of October this year, just before Earthshot opens its doors, so to speak, in Brazil early in November. And of course, last time Earthshot had its annual event, it was in Cape Town. So the is already doing that kind of thing to undermine Prince William, in my opinion. We'll of course look at it later in the year, but it's not going to win. This is the battle for hearts and minds, for loyalty, for love, for affection with the public. And the public aren't going to buy whatever it is that Harry and Meghan's PR people are selling. They're just not going to fall for it. They're not going to believe it. They're not going to like it. The loyalty is all going to be with Prince William. They've missed their turn with his judgment card. It's going to be an era of judgment that they make. I said there's a risk inherent in the Fool energy, and they are going to mess up, I think, and they're going to probably alienate people anymore. It's not a catastrophic card. It's not a catastrophic outcome, not yet, but they fear the catastrophic outcome here. And so they are trying to demonize, vilify, and particularly attack, in my opinion, the Princess of Wales again, because that's Prince William's Achilles heel. If they can affect because somehow they can pull him down and destroy him. And I do get the sense in this reading, and it is just an energy reading, that they do want to destroy him. Well, I would say one of them does anyway, but probably both. And that is, of course, just my opinion. That's the reading. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.